Now, dear student, chapter 2 unit and measurement, and today we have the topic applications of dimension analysis. And this topic is totally based upon the concept of the dimension. So, how can we use the dimension in the various manner? So, first application we have, that is to check the accuracy of the given formula on behalf of the dimension analysis, that the given formula is correct or not. So we will check it. Okay. Second application, we have to convert a physical quantity from one system of unit to another system. So actually we are just calculating the magnitude of a one physical quantity in a system, and we are just converting into the another desired system. Now third one is to construct the formula on behalf of the given statement. So students, we have need proper information of the dimensions of the various physical quantity in this topic. So first application we have that formula, the given formula is correct or incorrect. So first exercise which I am taking in front of you, the formula which is given, F is equal to mv square upon r, and each alphabet having its own meaning. F regard to the force, m is the mass of an object, v is the velocity through which it's moving, and r is the radius of the given path. So how can we check out the correctness of this formula? We will compare the dimensions of formula in the left hand side and the right hand side. If the dimension is coming in the left hand side and right hand side is equally, so the formula will be the correct. So up to this level we are able to write the dimension formula of the various quantity. So I am just writing in front of you that force having the dimension, that is m1 l1 t minus 2. It's a dimension of the force we have. Now mass, simply it's a representation of the m1. Now velocity having the dimension formula m naught l1 t minus 1. It's a one of the another formula we have. Now formula of the radius, so radius is a simply length. So radius r having the dimension formula, simply we can write, either you are writing the m is 0, m naught l1 t naught, and simply we can here also write that ml l0 and t0. Okay, so either you are writing lt, if they don't have, so no meaning we have. So if you are just writing and comparing the dimensions in the left hand side and right hand side, so force having the dimension m1 l1 t minus 2 is equal to, now the dimension of the m, so only we are writing that m1. Now velocity, that means l1 t minus 2, sorry, t minus 1 with the bracket of, that means power 2, and in the denominator we have the l1. So we are just assessing it, m1 l1 t minus 2, that is equal to m1, and simply the multiplication of the power l2 t minus 2 is to be divided by l1, and further we are just compiling this one formula, m1 l1 t minus 2, that is equal to the m1 l1 and t minus 2. So LHS is equal to the RHS if we are just comparing. So this formula which is given to us is correct. Okay, here we have the power of the m is the 1 in the right hand side, m is the 1, l is 1 in the right hand side, l is the 1, t having the power, that is minus 2, and in the RHS the t is equal to minus 2. So this one is the correct formula which we have given. So basically there is a need of emphasis to find out the dimension of the various physical quantity in this topic. Now we have the another formula checking example, that we have given the formula, that is E is equal to mc square. So we have to be check it is right or the wrong. and the each alphabet having its own meaning. E is the energy, M is the mass, and C is the velocity of the light. And each and everyone knows that it is the Einstein equation, so it is the correct, but dimensionally it is correct or not, so we are just checking it. So what should we do? We should write the dimension in the left hand side and the right hand side. So I am using directly this one concept. So dimension of the energy M1 L2 T minus 2 in the left hand side, and the mass, that is 1 time M1, and the dimension of the velocity, that is called the L1 T minus 1 with the bracket of 2. So we are just multiplying the power with the dimensions. M1 L2 T minus 2 is equal to M1 L2 T minus 2. So dimensionally it is correct, because we are just getting LHS is equal to the RHS. So it's a simply method we have, so by it we can check the accuracy of the formula. Now we have the another formula, that is V is equal to under root 2 gm upon R. So generally it's a formula of the escape velocity. So notifications we have given in this formula: V is the velocity, G is gravitational constant, M is the mass, and R is the radius. Now I am writing the dimension in the left hand side and the right hand side of the given formula. So first we have the velocity, that is m naught L1 T minus 1, and need not to be afraid by the numerical value. There is no role of the numerical value we have. Now the dimension of the gravitational constant, that is m minus 1 L3 and T minus 2 with the concept of the under root we have. And further we have the dimension of the mass, that is called the m1, and in the denominator we have the radius. So easily we can write that L1. So finalize, we are just assessing in the under root mass. So this one can be the cancel, m to m minus 1, m1 to m minus 1, and further we are just taking the L1 in the our part. So we are just getting m naught L1 T minus 1, that is equal to, with the part of the under root, that is, so m naught I can write easily here L2 with the part of T minus 2, and it is a symbol of the under root we have, so we are just removing it, L1 T minus 1. And if you are just increasing the steps, so you can write in the easiest manner with the power of 1 by 2, and we are multiplying the power with the L2 and T minus 2. So simply we are just getting the result that m naught L1 T minus 1, that is equal to m naught L1 with the T minus 1. So in the right hand side or in the left hand side, we are just getting the same kind of the dimensions. So the given formula which we have, it is correct. So answer we can write, formula is dimensionally correct. So this is the basic method of the dimension through which we can compute the accuracy of the formula. Now dear student, we have the second application to convert a physical quantity from one system of unit to another system. So generally we are just taking the consideration formula in which we will use to convert the magnitude of a physical quantity. So we know that easily we are representing a physical quantity with the product of the numerical value and its concern unit in a given system. So we are just saying that Q is available in the 1 unit system with the magnitude of n1, and concern of unit is the u1, and it will be equal to the, that mean n2 and concern of the unit system, that is second system which we have. Okay, now we have to be calculated the magnitude in the another system in which we want to change the quantity. So I am just writing that u1 with the concern of the base units m1, L1 and T1 with the part of the A B and C in the part of the dimension. Similar, we can write the U2, that means physical quantity in another system with the concern of the base quantity M2, L2 and T2. Okay, and with the power of A, B and C. Okay, so we are just using, suppose this one is the equation number 1 and this is the equation number 2, so we are using the equation number 2 in the equation number 1. So what we are getting N1 and the concern of the unit, that is called the M1, L1 and T1. A, B, C, these are the dimensions with the equal to the N2 and the concern of the dimensions are M2, L2 and the T2 with the powers, that mean dimension A, B and C. Okay, so what actually we have to be calculate the N2, that is magnitude of a physical quantity in the another system. So we are just separating the N2 and keeping all the things one side, that is M1, L1, T1 with the power notations A, B and C, because we know that a physical quantity having the same type of the dimension in the different system is to be divided by M2, L2, T2 with the power notations of A, B and C. So we are just applying the simpler mathematics rule. Base are the same, then the power will be the common. Okay, so I am just writing M1 upon M2 with the power of A, L1 upon L2 with the power of B and T1 upon T2 with the power of C. So this is the general formula we have to convert the magnitude of a given physical quantity from one system to another system. So it's a general formula we have. Now we will take the different types of the example for the conversion. Now students, we have the example, that is to convert the 1 joule into erg. So on behalf of the class 9th information, we know the joule is a unit of the physical quantity, that can be the work or the energy. Okay, so joule is a unit of a work or energy into the SI system, and we have to be, this is the joule in the SI system, and we have to be convert it into erg, that is the CGS system. So one of the basic information we should learn about it. Okay, and what is the use of the dimension here? So we will apply the dimension of a physical quantity, that is work done. Okay, so simply we are converting the work from SI to CGS system. We are converting work from SI to CGS system as per the question. Okay, and what quantity we are taking? Work. So there is a need of the power, that means dimension of the work. So dimension of the work we have, that is M1, L2 and T minus 2. So easily we can write A is equal to 1, B is equal to 2 and C is equal to minus 2. So these are the that mean dimensions of the, that mean in part of the A is equal to 1, B is equal to 2 and C is equal to minus 2. So this should be appropriate, otherwise we will lose our numerical. Okay, so what kind of the formula we will use for the conversion part? N2 is equal to N1 with the concern of the M1 upon M2 with the power of A, L1 upon L2 with the power of B and T1 upon T2 with the power of C. So this is the general formula we will use in this numerical. Now student, we have the first system which is given, that is SI system, and the second system which is given the CGS system, in which we have to be make the conversion of the following parameter. So easily we know that in the first system we have the N1, that is called the 1 in the magnitude. Okay, because 1 is written in the language, so only we have to be taken the N1 is equal to 1. So this is the given we have. Okay, now what is the meaning of the M1 we have? M1 is the representation of the mass in the given system, and that is called the 1 kilogram, and we have to be convert into the CGS, so we are writing that 1000 gram. So it's simply the conversion we have of the mass. Now second one is the length, that is called the L1, and L1 is the length, and this will be in the type in the unit of the 1 meter, and 1 meter comprises the 100 centimeter. Why we are just writing the gram and centi? Because these are the CGS system unit. Okay, now T1, it's a universal quantity, so 1 second can be comprised only in the 1 second. Okay, so these are the conversion of the SI system into the CGS system in which we want to calculate the quantity. Now N2, this one which we want to find out. Okay, now what will be the M2? M2 will be available in the gram. Okay, now L1 will be available into the centimeter, and T1 will be available, sorry, T2, and this is the L2, and T2 will be available further in a 1 second. Okay, now we are just using all the parameter in the formula. So what we are getting, so we are just getting N2, that is N1 is the 1 with the concern of 1000 gram is to be divided by gram, and the concern of A, that is the dimension of the work done, that is 1. Okay, similar we have L1, that is called the 100 centimeter is to be divided by L2. L2 will be the centimeter with the close of the bracket and 1, and the B having its own meaning, that is 2. Okay, simply we are writing the meaning of the 1 second is to be divided by 1 second with the power notation of -2. Okay, so what actually we are getting in the term of the magnitude, that is N2. So unit to unit cancel out, we will get the magnitude, and then after we will apply the suitable unit, that is erg, for the magnitude. Okay, so we are just getting 1 into 1000 into 100 with the 2 times into 1. So we are just getting N2 is equal to 10 to power 7. This is the concern of the magnitude of a physical quantity into the second system. Now what should we do? We have to be representation, that is Q into the new system with the new magnitude 10 to power 7 and the concern unit which we have given in the question, that is called the erg. So it is a suitably representation of the conversion of a physical quantity from one unit system to another unit system. So first we have to be write the formula, then we have to be make the identification of the quantity which we have given for the conversion. Okay, so what is the possible dimension of the physical quantity? So we should write in a systematic manner, and then we are just making the conversion of a one system to another. Okay, so this is the one of the basic example we have of the conversion. Okay, now students, we have the another example of the conversion method by the use of the dimension analysis. Okay, one of the information I want to given to you, please don't do the direct method of the unit conversion, otherwise it is not applicable, and the marks will be not given to you if you are not using the proper dimension analysis. So what is the question we have? The value of the G, capital G. So still we know up to this level we know the capital G is called the gravitational constant. The value of the capital G in the SI system is 6.67 into 10 to power minus 11 Newton meter square kilogram square, and convert it into CGS system by use of the dimension analysis. So first we have need to find out the dimension of the gravitational constant. So I am just using the basic formula of the gravitational force. F is equal to capital G and masses of the two particle and the R square. So what I have to calculate? I have to be calculate the G. So I am just separating the G. F into R square is to be divided by M1 and M2. So now I am easily able to write the dimension of the G, that is force having the dimension M1 L1 T minus 2 students, and R is the length, so I am just writing the L2. Now mass M1 and M2, this is available 2 times, so I am just writing that M2. Finalizing, I am just assessing the dimension of the gravitational constant M minus 1 L3 and T minus 2. So it is the final dimension, and we are just getting A is equal to -1 B is equal to 3 and C is equal to -2. So these are the meaning of the A, B, C we have in the part of the dimension, and formula need we have N2 is equal to N1 M1 upon M2 with the concern of the power, that is A, L1 upon L2 with the concern of the power of B, and T1 upon T2 with the concern of the power of C. So this is the general formula we have. Now what is the first system we have, and what is the second system we have? So dear student, first system we have to be know the, it is very easy by the unit, that is SI system. And what kind of the conversion from which to which we have to be convert SI to convert into the CGS, because it is written. Okay, so we know that the meaning of the mass, length and the time in the concern system. Suppose what actually we have the N1. So N1 is the numerical value which is given inside our question, that is 6.67 into 10 to power minus 11. This is the meaning of the N1. Now meaning of the M1 is equal to we have kilogram and we have to be converted into the CGS system, so we are just easily writing that 1000 gram. Okay, now L1, that is called the meter, and we are just converting into the 100 centimeter. Now T1 is the, now I have written the M1 is equal to kilogram, that converted into gram, that is 1000 gram. L1 is equal to meter, that is 100 centimeter. T1 is equal to second, that is in second, because time always having the same type of the unit in all system. Now M2 will be in the second system, will be available in the gram, L2 will be the centimeter, and T2 in the second. So we are using all these things into the given formula. So I am just writing the N2 6.67 into 10 to power minus 11 with the concern of the M1, that is 1000 gram, is to be divided by gram with the concern of the power of A minus 1. Now simpler we have the L1, that is called the 100 centimeter, is to be divided by centimeter, concern of the power, that is B is equal to 3, and the concern of the time we have, that is called the 1 second, is to be divided by 1 second, and all we are cancelling out, and with the concern of the power, that is -2. So this is the representation of the all the things in the given formula, and we are just cancelling out the unit, so we will get the magnitude of these quantity. So I am just writing 6.67 into 10 to power minus 11 with the concern of the 1000 with the power of -1 and 100 with the concern of the power 3. So as I am just solving this one fraction, so I am just getting 6.67. Now I have made the conversion of the, that mean power, with the base of the 10 to power minus 11, 10 to power minus 3 and 10 to power 6. So I am just further solving it. 6.67 with the base is the same, so power will be added, minus 11 plus 3 and plus 6. So it will give the final answer which we have, that means 10 to power 11 and 3 sorry, with the concern of the minus sign is there, so minus 14 and plus 6, that will give the -8. And this is the magnitude, and we are just representing the quantity, we are representing the quantity, that is Q, with the concern of the unit N2U2. So N2 we have got, that is 6.67 into 10 to power minus 8, and in the concern unit Newton will be computed into the dyne centimeter square with the concern of the gram square. Okay, so suitable unit system should be there. So we are just converting 6.67 with the power of 10 to power minus 8, and Newton will be converted into the dyne, and the meter will be in the centimeter square, and the kilogram will be converted into the gram. So this one is another method which we have used to make the conversion of the one unit system into another. Okay, so there is a need of the proper dimensions we have to be used here. Now students, we have the third application of the dimension analysis, that is to construct the formula by use of the dimension analysis. So how can we use it? So I am just taking the one of the example in front of you, that how can we use the dimension analysis to construct the new type of the formula. Okay. Now, one of the statement always given in the question to us, and I am just giving the sample question to you, that discuss the formula, discuss the formula of force which depends upon mass of particle, that is m. Next, velocity of particle, that is called the v, and radius of the path, that is r. So this is the statement which we have given. So we have to be identify the dependence of the force on a various quantity. So mathematically we can convert this one statement. So we can easily write that force depending upon what? First, that is mass, second is the v, and third is the r. So what will be the finalized formula on behalf of the dimension? Okay, so as per our notification, we are just saying the power of the m is the a, and the power of the b is v is the b, and the power of the r is the c. Or either you are just choosing anyone the first, so there is a no problem. So in the physics, whenever we are just removing the proportionality sign, so we are just using the constant. So this is the equation number 1 we have. So whenever we are removing the proportionality sign, so we are just using the constant, and we don't know the what is the value of the constant, so need not to be bother about it. So we are just writing the simpler equation, that means mass having the power, that is called the a, velocity having the power, that is b, and radius having the power c. So this is the representation of the statement in the part of the mathematical portion. Okay, now what is the basic concept, that how can we go further? So we have to be write the dimension of the each and every one quantity in the left hand side and even in the right hand side also, and we are just comparing the dimension of the same type of the quantities in the right hand side and the left hand side. So I am just writing the whole equation in the part of the dimensions. So the dimension of the force m1 l1 t minus 2, and constant k is there. So mass having the representation, that is m1 with the concern of the power a, velocity l1 t minus 1 with the concern of the power of b, and the radius is the simply the length, so it having the l1, that is with the concern of the power c. Now we are multiplying the powers with the numerical value. So m1 l1 t minus 2, dear students, k m raised to a, l raised to b, t raised to minus ka b, and l raised to c. Further, we are just getting the modification in the right hand side of the equation. K base is common, so we are just adding the whole powers. So m repeated only the once, l having the reference, base is common, so we can write the b plus c, and the t having the representation, that is minus b. Now this is the one of the equation which we have got, and we will compare the powers of the same type of the quantities in the right hand side and then in the left hand side. So generally it is called the principle of the homogeneity. From equation 3 we are comparing powers of same type of quantities. Okay, so what are the uh, so I am just comparing the m and m in the left hand side and right hand side. So I am just comparing the power, so I can easily write that a is equal to 1 we are getting. As we are just comparing the L, so we can write easily b plus c is equal to 1, students. Now further we have the comparison of the t, so I can write the minus b is equal to minus 2, and simply we are just getting the b is equal to 2. So one of the answer we have got, that is b is equal to 2 in the type of the power notation. If we are just putting the value of the b is equal to 2 in the b plus c, so I am just getting c, that is 2 plus c is equal to 1. So I am just getting c is equal to 1 minus 2, that is minus 1. Okay, so this is the one of the another answer we have on behalf of, and a is equal to 1 already given we have. So we are just getting the three that mean answers by the comparison of the equations. Okay, a is equal to 1 is there, b is equal to 2 is there, and c is equal to minus 1. And we are just giving in the part of the equation, that is equation number 4, and we are using equation number 4 into equation number 2. So what we are getting the formula, f is equal to k. K is the constant, we don't know value, don't bother about it. Okay, now m raised to a, that is 1, and v having the power, that is 2, and the r having the power minus 1. So finalize, we are just converting into the concern formula k mv square upon r. So it is the desired formula which we have to be discussed in this question on behalf of the dimension analysis, dear students. So it is a general method we have. So I will give the another that mean example of the formula deduction on behalf of the dimension analysis. So you will the feel very easy. So this is the formula of the centripetal force. As we will move further in the syllabus, so we will get this one formula. So initially we know the formula, so what will be the answer possible we have, so we can easily predict this one formula. Now dear students, we have the problem. Now dear students, we have the another question on behalf of the NCERT exercise. Consider a simple pendulum and bob with the string period of oscillation t. So we have to be identify the quantity. That time period of a simple pendulum depends upon the following physical quantities: mass of the bob, that is m; length of the string, that is length of the pendulum or the string, that is L; and acceleration due to gravity at the place where we are just performing the experiment. So derive the formula by use of the dimension analysis. Okay, so how can we start the problem? First we have to be convert the statement into the mathematical part. So we have to be know the time period is directly proportional to the following quantities, that is m with the concern of the power of a. Whatever you are choosing, L first, G first, it doesn't matter. Okay, or whatever you are using the x, y, z, doesn't create any kind of the impact. Okay, so you must use the simple physics at the place of the criticalness. Okay, so I am just using the simple physics here with the concern of the L, that is b with the power, and the G with the concern of the c. Now what we should do, we have to be remove the proportional constant. So we are just using the at the place of the proportional, that is k, with the concern of the m, a, L, b, and the G with the concern of the c. So this is the one of the base equation we have converted. Now what is the next task we have? We have to be choose the dimensions of a particular physical quantity in the left hand side and in the right hand side. So what we are using, t is the time period, so easily we are just writing the dimension formula of the time period, that is called the time. m0, L0, and t raised to 1. It's a simplification of the left hand side part. Now k is the constant, don't bother about it, because in the standard formula we will get the meaning of the constant. Still we are not aware about it, so don't bother about it. Okay, now the mass having the representation with the concern of the m1 with the power of a. Now length is the l1 with the power of b. Now the g, acceleration due to gravity. So what kind of the dimension we have? Simply l1 t raised to minus 2 with the concern of the power of c. Okay. m naught l naught t1 with the concern of constant k, m raised to a, l raised to b, l raised to c, and t raised to minus 2c. Now in the next part we will discuss, we are just adding the powers on behalf of the same base. Okay, so what I am doing, m0 l0 t raised to 1, that is k m raised to a, l raised to b plus c, and t raised to minus 2c. So this is the representation we have. Now this is the equation number 2 we have, or either you are writing. Now what we are doing next, we are just comparing the powers of same physical quantity by comparing powers. Now we are just making the comparison of the m, so we are just getting the a is equal to 0. Any problem you have? No problem. Now l with the concern of the, in the left hand side b, right hand side b plus c, and in the left hand side we can write it equal to the 0. Now third one, that is minus 2c can be equal to the 1. So we are just getting the meaning of the c is equal to minus 1 by 2. So it is a one of the value we have. A is equal to 0 we have already. This is the one of the result we have. If you are just using the meaning of the c in the equation b plus c, so we are just getting b is equal to 1 by 2. So it is a meaning of the power in the part of the numerical values. Now we are giving it just like an equation, and we are just using the equation number 3. Equation 3 in equation number 1. So what we are getting, t is equal to k with the concern of m raised to 0. Okay, now l having its power b, that is 1 by 2, and c having its, that means c is the g having the power c with the concern of the minus 1 by 2. So we are just converting the finalized formula with the constant k. This is the meaning of the 1, and l and g having the power l 1 by 2, and we are just taking it down with the plus sign, g is equal to 1 by 2. So we are just getting the formula, shape of the formula l upon g, and a standard formula we have of the time period of a simple pendulum, which will be given inside our book, that is t is equal to 2 pi under root l upon g. So it is a, dear student, this is the finalized conversion of the formula we have. Don't bother about the constant, because even we have the only exercise to construct the formula. Okay, so today we have discussed the very that been last topic, that is applications of the dimension analysis. And by the use of the concept of the dimension, we have discussed the three methods. First, we have application of dimension analysis, that is to check the accuracy of formula. It is very simple exercise to convert a physical quantity from the one system of unit to another, and to construct the formula on behalf of the information of the dimension. And I am requesting to all the students, those have enrolled the name in the classes, please subscribe the channel so you will be able to give the exam. Okay, thank you.